What is up, guys, and welcome back to episode number 9 of the journey with club number 2, Bohemians. And I understand I've been off for a day or two, but we had a few problems in terms of recording. I don't know what had gone wrong, but I tried to record the Derry City game, the final, the one I said I'd be back for, but something went wrong with the recording and there was no audio recorded, and only certain parts of the footage was actually recorded. So unfortunately, I can't go back and redo that one. But as you can see, look, we'll just go in and have a quick look at it. Still all green, like very good, you know. An awful lot of good results. I think the last time we left off at Bray Wanderers, then we went to beat them 5-2. Great game. Like, as you can see, an awful lot of them are solid wins. Beat UCD 4-0, Sligo Rovers 3-1, Shamrock Rovers 3-2. Then Cork City 3-2. Two lucky games to win as far as I can remember. Then we went to Cockhill. What a name, Cockhill. Must be good playing for that team. We beat them 3-1. Kind of put a weakened squad out. Still had an awful lot of first team players in it, which, as you can see, we changed the front two, changed the goalkeeper, the right back, which I don't understand why we changed because we still ended up playing Loyal Kiln. But anyway, then we went on to Derry City, and I'll show you the highlights of this game, just because I couldn't show you the recording itself. But like, we dominated 6-1. You know, we ran away with it. But unfortunately, I had to wait a minute or two now for this to generate up. But Ryan Swan with an early goal in the 14th minute. Then Willow Flood. Was it this game? I remember one of the games was an absolute peach of a goal. He scored. Graham Curry, as you can see, with a hat-trick. That's why we have nicknamed Coutinho. And then Aaron Driscoll with another goal himself. He seems to be scoring an awful lot of goals, and how I didn't play him as much as I should have last year when I first came in, I don't know. Like, his stats aren't even outstanding. You know, he's a very young player, an awful lot of potential. 10 heading, let's see, 10 marking. Still a very good player though. Him and Stephen Best in the centre half position just dominates, you know. What's going on here now? Loading highlights. Come on, computer, don't break up on me now. We don't need this right now. I need to show these guys these highlights and try not make this episode too long. It's giving me the option to click on that for some reason. Oh, please don't tell me the game has crashed. Please don't tell me the game has crashed. Right, well, one sec, guys, I'll be back in 2 minutes. Right, guys, so we're back, and finally the game is loaded, so let's show you these goals. Here we are, first goal, and it was a good little goal. They did dominate in the early minutes of the games, but we seemed to hold them back, you know, good enough, and we were strong enough to hold them back. But here's a lovely little finish from from Ryan Swan. The two defenders falling over each other, and in with the goal. Then the ball played to Lopez into Flood, and that is it. The absolute peach of a goal, scored by Flood. Absolute cracking goal. Then Coutinho Curry with the penalty, nice and simple. That made it 3-0 within 24 minutes. So I was quite pleased with that, but didn't want to write things off just yet. And here they are on the counter attack, and the ball is just absolutely fired into the top of the net. I was in shock when I seen that goal. It was just absolutely amazing. Then we had a lovely free kick in, and Driscoll even, lovely little tap in header. He seems to be very good from that position, very dangerous. Then who do we have next? I think we have the next of the hat-trick. Ward plays it out, and it only goes as far as Hayes. Then Lopez into DeMeo, Roberts, a lovely pass into the ball. Griffin then whips it in and can't get anything on it. DeMeo plays it about, and it's a lovely ball in, and Coutinho Curry does very well to get to that. You know, 23 goals so far this season. He's doing well. Him and Matt Roberts, I think, are fighting for that spot. Then another penalty, lovely placed into the bottom right hand corner of the net. And that was it then. That was it. We lifted the trophy, and look, it wasn't really that entertaining of a game, to be honest. It's a shitty little trophy. But today we're going to be taking on Shelbourne in the league and Galway United. I feel that actually the league now maybe our main importance. As if you look at the table here, we have 2 games in hand, but ourselves and Dundalk are on 67 points. So these games in hand really need to be won. So let's jump straight into this game against Shelbourne, and fingers crossed we can beat them, because we know what Shelbourne are like. They can produce very good football at times, especially considering that they had beaten the likes of Dundalk 5-1. It was a massive scoreline as well. Who are we going to bring in now as a defensive midfielder? Bring in Keith Keane maybe, or Bolger maybe. Let's see, where's Bolger? Bolger, can't see him. We're going to bring Noel Keown in as well. Shane Duggan is injured along. Stephen Best, no, he's not injured anymore. Jason Keogh, Greg Bolger. So I may bring you in, and just to have on the bench, I'm going to bring in. I clicked on the name, didn't I? Nope. I'm going to bring in Keith Keane. I think he could be good when called upon, even though he's unhappy, along with Jamie McGrath. Unfortunately, we don't have the luxury of having Shane Duggan, unfortunately, but that's just how things are. I'm going to bring Dylan Hayes onto the bench for Ryan O'Reilly, and I think that is it. Yeah, we're going to go with that one. Lehane is hopefully he can pick his form up from here. He hasn't really been doing the best lately, and yet I suppose the team morale isn't too bad, but for a team who are top of the table playing well, we seem to be doing quite bad on team morale. Maybe that's just because of how I'm treating them. Might not be treating them the best, but look, I understand I've got too big of a squad, and I probably shouldn't have got as many players in as I did, but that's just the law of the land. That's just how it is, and things will change next season. I think it's adamant as well that I will be staying another season. I feel that if I can win a few trophies here, I'll progress more. Everything is in your hands. I hope so. We deserve the position. Yeah. I think if I stay another season and can maybe get a few strong players in, hoping that things may change in terms of the club being professional / semi-professional, what they are. Hopefully I'm hoping that we can maybe change that after winning the league. Well, if we do win the league, that is. Hoping we can change it. So we'll have to see come the summer. We're currently doing our training for the Continental C license or B license. It's one of them, I'm not sure. So, and the club is also, they're in a profit now as well. They actually have money in the bank. They're no longer in debt. They're losing about 13,000 a week or a month, but over time that'll change. We've gotten an awful lot of money from we've been getting an awful lot of money from the likes of competitions and all. So yeah, we're hoping that that'll see us through. But I need to put this under control, because Shelbourne seem to be doing very well, and Rob Lehane is offside. We're only 4 minutes in, and Craig Bogle with a red card, a yellow card, and that's going to be dangerous to play on now for the rest of the game. But we're going to try hold him, and it's a dodgy tackle, is it? No. Oh, that was a close call, that. We need to start getting an attack on here. Lehane is here in his own. Has a support in the middle, Roberts, and I don't know if that was a shot or trying to hit the ball boy. I'm not too sure, but holy God, it was terrible. Noel Keown's condition isn't the best, considering I think he's only really coming back from injury, and he played the last game as well. So here we are now in their half, and the ball's cut out, but falls to Coutinho. Carey, Roberts into Griffin, and Bowler collects it back to O'Driscoll. Picks out Keown into Lopez, and Lopez just falls on the ground like a sack of spuds. Here's O'Driscoll to clear to Carey. Lehane, Lopez, oh! A massive chance, that was a massive chance, and it just goes wide in for a corner now. And the ball falls to Roberts, back to Carey. No one in there. And now they're on the break, but it goes out for a throw in. Thankfully. Thank God for that. Now Griffin throws into Bulgar. We seem to be, I don't know, they seem to be playing very well against us. Let's have a look at the latest scores. Dundalk are currently losing 1-0 against Galway United, who we do take on in our next game. So if they can drop 3 points today, hopefully we can gain 3 points, of course, you know, and give us that little gap at the top of the league, especially with 2 games in hand. But Lehane is chasing the ball down here, and he gets it. But what can he do with it? Into Coutinho Carey, and he just skies the bleeding thing over the bar. Oh, I don't know what we're gonna do. Yeah, well, you can't get rid of him. You know, he's just contributed 23 goals this year. You can't knock that. It's just his finishing could be a bit better. And here's Flood into Lopez, and it's corner kick. It's tipped over by the goalkeeper. Oh, we're knocking at the door, but not that time. You know, it's saying that they have 4 shots, 1 on target. We have 6 shots, 6 on target. 6 shots, 3 on target. Possession we seem to be holding. Finer stats. Let's have a look. Our passing, 74%. We seem to hold it around 74, 76% each game. Which is good, of course. It's always good. Theirs is only 70. Sorry. It seems fairly even at the moment. Oh, and Rob Lehane is injured. He has to come off. Crap. Right. Swan, it's your time to shine. Let's see if you can do it. Make me. Hold on, what am I trying to say? Impress me. That's what I'm trying to say. Impress me. Yeah, it makes more sense if I say it like that. The goalkeeper with the kick out. He was highlighted this big. Oh, of course, has done 2-3 players there. And Bulgar with a dangerous challenge, man. Jeez, I think he might have to come off at half time. But here's Roberts. And Roberts plays it into Carey. Carey whips it into Bulgar. And Bulgar just cannot finish it. Keown. Roberts. Carey. Oh, it's been knocked all over the place here in the box. But it goes back. They clear it now. And it goes out for a throw-in to ourselves. I hope you think the audio has improved, guys. I actually got a new headset. Just something starting off. I will eventually get a microphone and everything, you know. It's just I need to have money first before I get that stuff, I heard. Oh, here's Swan. Swan is in. Oh, and Roberts just couldn't make it in to touch it. And it's a free kick in. But yeah, I hope you think the audio has improved. An awful lot of background noise hopefully has been cancelled out. And my voice is a little bit more clearer to you. Obviously leave down the comments below and let me know what you think. As well, I need to find a recorder. I really do. And look, I would get Camtasia. It's brilliant. I love using it, but it's €185 to buy, and like that's just something I don't have, you know. But like, if you guys can put down below, like what you think I should get, I'd really appreciate it. I tried OBS and it didn't work. I don't know if my computer just doesn't have the power for it. I don't know, but I know that it just wouldn't work for me. It wouldn't record the audio. I set up the audio and everything, and it just wouldn't record. Looked up numerous tutorials and was doing everything I was meant to do, but it just wouldn't work. But oh, itchy neck. But I'm hoping that in the next week or two I can probably pick up something. Here we are on the counter, and Roberts, Lopez, Carey. Oh, and another save by the goalkeeper. He's getting man of the match, I tell you. Yeah, so leave your feedback down in the comments below, guys, and let me know what you think and how you would like things to improve. But here we have Flood, back to Keown, and let me see. Oh, can't see because that stupid thing is in the way. I just want to see what the score is against Galway and Dundalk. Hopefully Galway are still winning. Fingers crossed. I think I might go attacking. We seem to have an awful lot of the ball in this second half. Swan it back across, and another save by the goalkeeper. That's amazing. He's doing very well today. Another corner kick it is. How many corners have we had? 9 corners, Jesus. Ball whipped in and no one can head it. It falls to Bolger, back to Carey now. Carey tries to whip it in, no one's there. Bolger, Lopez plays out to Keown, who's free. Lopez again, Bolger, Coutinho, Carey, and the ball's cleared. They're defending very well, I have to say. Let's see, we're definitely taking Bolger off because he has that yellow card. We don't want to risk it. Neil Keown is looking fairly worn as well. We give him a few more minutes, just see what he can produce, if anything at all. Goal, just something. I need to check this. Hold on, I'm gonna go attacking as well. We seem to have enough of the ball for us to go attacking. Seem to be creating enough chances, but we just need a few more men going forward. We're in now the 63rd minute, and the game it seems to have slowed down a bit. Here's Daniel Bourne, the old Bows player. He actually played an awful lot of football last year, but didn't hold on to him. We felt that we could bring better in. Right, let's have a quick look at this, and it's still 1-0. I don't know if Bows can come back. Lopez into Swan, back to Lopez, into Keane, Swan. The passing is just brilliant, and Lopez just can't find a man. O'Driscoll cuts the ball over the top out of Swan to Keane. Roberts just, oh, sorry guys, absolutely fluffs that over the bar. Yeah, I just need to get comfortable with this headset, so I'm sorry if you heard a bit of noise there. I'll try to get that cancelled out. Oh my god, what a goal. Coutinho Carey is the man to come up, step up, and get the goal that is needed. 15 shots, 10 on target, and this was the wonder one. Ball played to Roberts, and a lovely ball in. Coutinho Carey, first time, keeper didn't expect it, fired into the bottom of the right hand corner of the net. And Daniel Bourne has gotten sent off. This is going to make things much easier for us now, and I need to tell the guys to concentrate. And that's something that I thought would be shown as a highlight, to be honest. Usually players get off, that's usually highlights. Right, so we have Dylan Hayes who's going to come on for Noel Keown, who's feeling a bit tired. And we have the best part of 15 minutes left. We wait till that fucking thing goes down so we can have a look at this. It's still 1-0, and Bows are, as things stand, we will go 3 points clear at the top of the table. And that's all we have to do is relax with the ball, control it. Lovely ball from Supple, couldn't have really got it wrong. I think actually Supple got an assist in the Derry City game. An assist, the goalkeeper getting the assist, I don't know. Here's Swan, and we need to go to control because I'm feeling, Lopez. I feel that they're going for it now, just they're going for the draw, you know. Ball played in and no one's there. Roberts plays it to Swan. Swan goes in and Lopez, and there it is, 2-0. Is that the security to go 3 points clear at the top of the table? A beautiful goal by Lopez, well worked on the counter. And here you see Roberts pass across the Swan. Lopez keeps running, moves to the back post area at the penalty spot, and it's actually a deflection. And that was a massive deflection. I'm surprised that's gone down as his goal. Today's episode might be a bit longer, guys, but I feel that obviously I haven't done an episode in the last 3 days or so. 3 days, I think. But I just I'm sorry, well, early apologies for is this another goal? No, what a save. Early apologies for the episode being so long. Just I wanted to show you the highlights of the Derry City game. Our first final win, our first bit of silverware. Hopefully we can now add to that come the end of the season. And the passing here is just beautiful. There's Swan, and there is 3-0. That was beautiful. And the sending off has really killed them. It's well put to bed now. Keane into Carey, and Carey, lovely back heel. Look at that. Back heel from about, I don't know how many yards, about 15 yards. And oh my god. But we're in the 85th minute now, and we look cozy. We look nice and cozy. Top three men, Carey and Swan and Roberts, all have assists. So if we could get another goal, Boy Roberts said that'd be a good rounded off match. But Roberts just can't do anything with it there. I think I've actually offered him a new contract, which would be good to keep him here for an extra year or two, because he is a key man for us. Swan goes up for it and cannot win it, but falls to Lopez. Back to Swan, and Hayes is overtaking him here, but referee, come on. Get your specs on. Oh, and that's a dangerous tackle. But it goes wide. That was a dangerous tackle from behind, and especially in the penalty area. With 30 seconds or so to go here, and Swan can't get onto it again. I feel that me strikers are getting a little bit complacent in how they're playing. Here's Swan. And Swan, who's it again? And that is it, guys. Full time at Tolka Park, and I think I can be impressed with that. You know, from the halftime team talk that I gave them, they seem to go out and they done very well. As you can see, we're on 73 points ahead of Dundalk, and still 2 games in hand. The stats speak for themselves. 20 shots, 14 on target. You can't go wrong, you know. But guys, we will be back in just a moment for the Galway United game, so I'll see you then. Right guys, so welcome back, and today we are going to take on Galway United. But first, I need to show you something, and it's big news, very big news for the club. I am to be offered a new contract, shortly that is. I haven't been offered one yet, but it's in the pipework. We're going to discuss terms. I'm actually going to lower my wage even more. Let's have a look here. What am I currently making? 400 quid a week? No, I think I'll leave it at that. But yeah, so let's jump into the next game. And Galway United, they upset the last game against Dundalk, and we're hoping that they don't do it this time around. If we win this game and Dundalk lose, I think it's adamant that we win the league. Not guaranteed, but it's possible. Now let's take Bolger out and put the Mayo back in. And that's the squad we're going with. We're going to run with that one, and hopefully we can run out winners. Fingers crossed. Let's just do this shit. Let's get this done. And this is a game in hand as well. So Dundalk actually aren't playing today. So scrap everything I just said. If we win today, we go 6 points clear. As far as I know, we only need 7 to win the league. So let's just see how we get on. Hopefully they do not cause another upset. You've come into this blah blah blah. I don't have any concerns about that. How important Matt Roberts? Oh yeah, Matt Roberts signed new contracts. Yeah. So that's good also. They seem to be packing out their midfield. I'm not sure if we can. If that's going to be a good thing or a bad thing. We'll find out though. Soon enough, I hope. I'd like to have this game wrapped up before half time. And it is off. Whew. Can we do it? Can we cause an absolute shock and win the league? Well, it's not a shock. We're expected to win. But when you have a club like Dundalk in your league with past Premier League players, it's hard to compete against it. And I'm lucky enough that the tactic that I have has worked for me throughout this whole year. And the players I've brought in that I've only had access to are really good performers. They're very good players. Roberts was one of the greatest players. Oh, and Coutinho Carey with a lovely, lovely goal. I think it kind of fizzled into the net, but a goal is a goal, and that gives us the lid. Lovely ball by Roberts. He sees him having space, and a little trickled shot with a deflection and underneath the keeper's arms, who I would actually be expecting to do better in that situation. But we're glad of it, and it is now 1-0, and it's only 10 minutes in. So it's always a good start. Let's have a look at our passing the early hours. But 78%, as it says, we always hover between the 70 to 80 region. I know I said 74, 78 region, or 76 was one of them. But you'll see as the game goes on, that will drop maybe. And there's Griffiths with the ball in, and it's over at the bar, unfortunately. But yeah, we seem to have very good passers in the squad. Look, for the league, it's very good. Who's to know that if I tried this tactic in any other league, it wouldn't work. Usually, I would like playing two wingers, but unfortunately, it wasn't working with this club, unfortunately. Maybe if we get to a bigger club, better quality players, it probably work then. I'd still give the likes of Adam Evans a new contract just to have as a backup. You never know when I'm gonna have to change tactic and when two wide men will work. You never know. But as things are so far, we haven't had to change anything. Here's Flood now to Griffin, past to Roberts. Roberts to Flood, Carey, Griffin with loads of space and time. Lopez, oh, and it's over at the bar. In our next game, we actually take on Dundalk, and I think now at this stage we're actually approaching the end of the season. So I think, oh no, Ryan Swan is injured. Crap. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I may very well just do the end of the season, go straight into the next season, start there, and put up screenshots of obviously the progress if we win the league, if we don't win the league, things like that. Um, let's see now. I'm gonna have to take him off, haven't I? But yeah, I'm gonna see how things go. I'll see how many games are left, of course, as well. And do we have Danny North? We do have Danny North. And of course, then I'll be able to put out another episode at the end of the season, which I think I will do. To be honest, I think it's only fair. I haven't done a video in a few days. I think it's only what is going on. We say concentrate anyway. But yeah, hopefully we can win the league within this game. I'm hoping. Now there we are. Pitch is back. They haven't had a shot on target yet, and it's very encouraging. But we haven't had the most shots either. We've only had 7 and 1 on target. And, that's it really, and 2 long shots as well. So we need to really get a foothold of this game and push on, because a 1-0 just isn't good enough. We need to be winning by more, because we know from a past experience that teams in this league are capable of coming back in the last 10-15 minutes and grabbing wins and draws, and it's silly points lost and silly points dropped, especially if you're contender for the top of the table. But the lads seem to be very tired. Like, they've only had a 3-day break, unfortunately. But I picked a strong squad. I seen what Galway done to the likes of Dundalk, who have a very strong squad, and I didn't want the same thing happening. I don't just want that 3-point gap. Oh, I want more. I want to have security, and so does anybody really. Well, here we are, moving the ball very well, and Roberts gets a head on it, but just cannot get the rebound ball. Here's Griffin into North. Coutinho Carey, and it's a shot from distance, but cannot find the target. Lopez has a yellow card. Do I take him off? Is the question. there's an awful lot of players looking very tired out there. I'm gonna put it onto control. This is actually a fairly boring game, I'm not gonna lie. Not much happening there. I'm gonna make a substitution. We're in the 73rd minute, so I'll take off my 2 yellow carded players and give them a rest of Rooney. And we bring Keith Keane on again. We give him a run out. He's been a good man for the team as well. Obviously he took a drop this year, but last year he was a very good player. Him and Lopez partnered up. Lopez seems to be able to partner up with really any kind of player. He seems to be an all-round player himself. Gets into positions where, is needed. Oh, get it out. And here's Keane on the break. And it's a lovely ball played up to North. But is anyone in the box? No, nobody. It goes over a corner though. That's at least we still have the ball. Kerry plays it in and the keeper collects it. 83rd minute. Here's Griffin into DeMeo. Play to Casey. Oh, Kerry even and Roberts just can't direct it goalwards. Unfortunately, the keeper gathers it. Ball up again, and here they are at the break. And we don't want to concede a goal now. And Best lovely takes the ball out of the defender or the striker, even looking like he tripped over. And the ball's in here, and it's on the post, and it's cleared. We got away with that one. And I might go counter. And the ball's lovely ball played to Hayes, and Hayes is going to attack now, but I can't see much at the moment because I'm telling the lads to concentrate. But it's a save for the keeper. I've seen the save. Can we get anything from the corner? I don't want to go to counter and avoid on too much pressure, because they don't seem to be all over us, but they do seem to have some lucky breaks of the ball. Here's Griffin. And that is the end of the highlight. The team is looking absolutely shattered. And this is a team that will most likely play against Dundalk, so that could be a tough game in terms of fitness and sharpness. It's a lovely play of ball. Here's Hayes, and it goes out for a throw-in. We can run down the clock now, no worries. 1-0, but we should be more secure. Here's Keane, and Driscoll gathers it back, thank God. Still a minute to go. Best to Keane. Ball played in that corner, but it goes over a throw-in. Just cut the highlight there. No, it's going to go all the way through, isn't it? Ball played right to the back post, and Hayes gets it. What the? Why did you head it out, you absolute empty head? Here they are on the break now, and there's only a few seconds left, and Best cuts it out. We do not need them to score a goal right now. Here's DeMeo. Griffin into Kerry. Kerry plays to Roberts. Roberts to DeMeo. Keane. A lovely passage of play, but Keane just can't find the person or the player even. And that is it. Full time at Dalymount Park. Thank God. We go 6 points clear at the top of the table. I'm going to just say a good win here. Don't want to knock the morale around, especially this end of the season. 6 points clear at the top of the table. But what does that mean now? Do we win the league? I don't think we do. We still have a game in hand to play. So let's have a quick look. No, we haven't won the league as of yet. But in the next one, we will come back. We'll come back for the last 2 games this season with St. Pat's Athletic and Derry City. I may even just come back for the last game this season. I'll see how things go. I'll see when we win the league and everything. We actually, when I play, I don't know which game I'll be back for because we have a semi-final. I might come back for Derry City and then the final. So anyway, guys, that is it for today's episode, and thank you very much for tuning in. Sorry if it's a little bit of a long episode in advance, and of course I'm sorry for the lack of videos the last few days. But if you enjoyed this one, guys, leave a like down below to support the episode, and also I'd appreciate it an awful lot. Don't forget to leave a comment down below, give me that feedback, let me know what you think. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, of course, and follow me over on Twitter at the Near Gamer for the latest updates on episodes and my channel. Thanks very much, guys. Adios.